Okay, it looks like we are live. All right, so today I have a really interesting story to share. So I guess I should wait for some of you to come on, but let's see. So, as you will see in my title, um, how my anger kicked my own bleep down the stairs. Yesterday, okay, so just a little backstory so you guys kind of get what's happening here. I have two boys that have autism. One of them has been a specific challenge for me. And basically, the reason how I got started in all of this, I needed to find inner peace to be able to mother him in the best and highest way I could. He was the one who showed me that I really needed to be level headed so that I could be present for him because anger and frustration and tantrums were just not working. Smacking him, timeouts, nope. Speaking just was not available to him. Hi, Jesse. And it was very, very difficult. And it was great for a while, and it's still good. But lately, puberty set in. He's 11 now. And so, it's fantastic. It's like any child. You get everything's cool, and then they hit a little slide, and they need a little extra help. So you have to get creative as a parent, figure out how to help them out. Oh, thank you, Miss Jessie. How to help them out to live life a little bit more comfortably, and they help you. They zone in on those things. So yesterday, my will um, is has been lately been caught in a loop, and every time I pick him up from school, he gets stuck in what he says is, "But I forgot. I need to restart the day. I need to go back all the way." So what he does when I pick him up at school, he would run. He would say bye to the teachers, but then immediately see me, and he'll be like, "But I forgot." And then he feels like he needs to turn around, run back to school, and start the whole day over. It's like, I don't know if you guys have seen 50 First Dates, but he was 10-second Tom, but like he's been doing this every day. And COVID really made that anxiety hit a whole other level. So we've been in this challenge, but I've been really good because we do meditation. I breathe, I do yoga. I have, like I said, I've had my meditation space. But what's amazing is that sometimes that doesn't work. And I'm here to share that anger is a very, very powerful tool, and that your body can show you how powerful you are, and then it can take over you when you're about to lose it or when you do lose it, and how it can be helpful. So, as I'm trying to help him get past his anger, we say something, it's very interesting. He goes, "But I told him we have to be done with this loop. I lost my patience." I'm like, "I am done with this loop." And he goes, "But I don't want you to be angry." And it's like, "I won't." And I said, "I won't be angry if you stop looping." Because I didn't know where else to go in my mind. Because I had gone from my heart to my head to all the fears, to all the anger, to everything, as we all do when we get overwhelmed. And when I said that I will stop getting mad when you stop looping, it's just you can totally immediately see how it just becomes a cycle. And so I knew it immediately. I just kind of ran out of words and I walked away, but I was still in this anger. And it's crazy what your mind will think. Like, I understand how people can be classified as crazy, bipolar. I mean, the anger is real, and the body feels that anger. But what's really cool that once you're in this conscious awareness, hello, beautiful, when you're in this conscious awareness of, okay, I might kill the child because in my head I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what else to do. I need to step away. Immediately, I step away, but the anger is still with me. And I'm trying to move them over to go do some meditation. I'm definitely not in that headspace, but I decide to go up the stairs to go get his electronics because I was taking them away because he wasn't being helpful. And that's the one bargaining chip I had. As I go and pick up his stuff, I'm coming down the stairs and I'm just angry, and I see him going into our bedroom, which is where my meditation space is. And I was just so upset, and I slip. I literally slip on the stairs and I fall on my ass. I hit my coccyx. I hit the top of my back. I messed up this elbow. It's like a nice little baseball now, but it knocked the wind out of me. And in my younger one was, "Are you okay, Mom?" And I just remember being the anger that was already in my body started to really bubble up, and it got to the point where, of course, I'm crying. I am so upset, and this is funny because inner peace broker over here. Of course, I'm laughing now, but it was just this welling of emotion. And I was shaking. My body was just kind of like in the state of shock. But what I knew was later on, as I'm seeing this awareness, because again, how I live now, it's why am I creating this? Because before it's like all of this shit is happening to me. Now it's like, why did I create me falling down the stairs? And I started to realize, I don't know if you guys seen that scene in Lord of the Rings when Galadriel is offered the Ring of Power by Frodo. And instead of her grabbing the ring, she puts her hand over it and she just busts into this crazy queen. And she says, "If I have this ring of power, I will become the most horrible, most beautiful queen you've ever seen." And she's like overtaken by this like crazy power. And I saw that in me. When I got that anger, I saw how powerful anger can be and the destruction that it can cause. And if me taking that out on my child or the people around me could be very detrimental. So as I'm experiencing this and I'm seeing that my body is showing me the power that I have to affect everyone around me. And of course, I really do like to think that we are all affecting each other. So I didn't create it by myself. My children created it with me. My mom created it because she came in and she was all stressed out. So it was like drama at the house. And I was trying to not cause the drama, but I was definitely, this was an awareness that my body brought in for me that moment. So of course I cry it out. I'm angry. I'm going through this, but I'm flowing with. What I do is I feel that anger. I let those tears come. I don't stop it anymore. So I'll just say, just give me some space, leave me alone. But I've realized that in the anger, I can't go and talk to anybody in that anger because all of that is just going to come out and really affect them. I don't want that because then I'm going to have to go and apologize, and it's just a nice little vicious cycle. So what I'd rather do is find out what it is that I need to get rid of, because there's some fear in here locked in that's not that I'm still holding on to. And the person that's suffering the most of all of that anger is me, not the kids. Yeah, the kids are having their stuff. My mom's having their stuff, but I'm the one that is the mother, and I'm the one that's the wife. And it's me. Not these are little roles that I've assigned to myself. It's not who I am, but there's definitely affecting me, the person, the being. So the education here today is find out what is your body telling you, because that was really cool. By me falling on my ass, I could see that it was my body stopping me from doing anything rash and stopping me and making me feel my own anger. So again, kicking my own ass. So I could see what happens when I have that kind of reaction. And instead of course, I always say, feel your emotions, don't swallow them. So crying, all that stuff. But sometimes it's better to just let that go through you so you don't have to hold on to it. One of the tools I use, which is one of the tools I wanted to share with you today, is interesting point of view. I have this point of view. I'm certified in this other healing modality called Access Bars. It's from Access Consciousness. And they have all kinds of awesome tools that I use. And one of them is interesting point of view. I have this point of view. And I have been working with a friend of mine, colleague, where we're texting each other throughout the day, sending us little messages on interesting point of view. I have this point of view. The tool itself, what it does is that it helps you see that everything is a point of view. It's a very powerful tool. It's almost like a little magic wand. You can practice it if you want, see what you get out of it. But as soon as you get anything that is very strong opinion or a very strong thought pattern, if you say, oh, interesting point of view, I have that point of view. Interesting point of view, I have that point of view. Interesting point of view, I have that point of view. So, like, for example, politics, religion, anything that really, about something or someone. What you're doing with this tool is you're kind of stepping outside of yourself. Thank you, Miss Queenie. You're stepping outside of yourself and letting this energy take over so that you're not the one creating anything. You're not solidifying, or you're not making it important, because we make everything important. And that's where it can be, it can create frustration, it can create anger and sadness, right? So I made it important in my mind that my child stop looping. Like, it was driving me nuts, right? So what I've learned to do is when he starts doing that, I want to help him and I give him all the tools, but then I started realizing I can't do it for him. So before, I wanted to carry it for him because you don't want your children to suffer. So you teach him, okay, now what can you can breathe, right? Where are you now? So I help him with his anxiety. Tell me where your body is. Where are you? Who are you with? Smell. What do you smell? What do you see? And that kind of helps with his anxiety. But I'll help him and then he'll start looping again, and then I get tired of that. So what if, interesting point of view, I have this point of view, that looping, him repeating over and over again what he needs to do, is not a terrible thing. Maybe that's his way of working something out, and I can let him have that. And instead, me just be space for him and let him have that and let him repeat. And instead, just be at peace and again, kind of hold space for him. So it was just interesting that my body, and now I'm all bruised up, but I'm doing some energetic work to cleanse all that stuff out, taught me that for me and for everybody else, because now I get to use this as a beautiful lesson. Another thing I noticed today was, because we do this thing where we ground. When we try to ground, you'll notice that your body will reach for food, because food is very grounding. When we're up here and thinking, it's just too much and overwhelmed, you pay attention to yourself. Do you go to the pantry and start putting some stuff in your in your mouth and start eating? Because I do that when I feel like I'm really flighty. And what's funny is that I bit myself. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not supposed to be eating right now. I wasn't hungry. I didn't need to eat. But it was funny that my body bit itself, in a sense, telling me, hey, knock it off. You don't need to eat right now. Instead, sit with whatever's happening, pay attention to it, and let it go so it doesn't have to affect you anymore. So that's how I live. This is my practice. This is just one of those tools. And I hope it brings you some awarenesses for you. What can you do at home? And for yourself, for your family. This is all for you, which then extends for everybody else. So this is why I share so much of this, because it's I want more people to live in peace. The more of us are living in peace, the easier it will be for the world to find peace quickly. I honestly believe that, but it really is an inside job. So again, this is the appreciation post for the week from me. If you have any questions, please post them below. Again, the tool is interesting point of view. I have this point of view, and just keep saying it until that frustration, wherever it is, whatever it's angering you, just see if it goes away, and treat it as an experiment. Never do this as like a has to do it. You'll be shown that it's not working. So interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this, until it goes away, and see what happens. But yeah, if you tried it out, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to see if it's shifting anything for you. And if you have any questions or anything that you'd like for me to cover, I would so be happy to do this. I'm also going to be doing more and more videos, and just giving you more tips, because these are things that happen to me, and I like using them as educational purposes, so it has a purpose too, not just kicking my own ass on the stairs. But yeah, and then if you want to find out more about me, you can go into the files within our Soul Tribe, or you can go to innerpeacebroker.com, find me there. You can message me if you'd like. I hope you all have a wonderful, lovely day. I'm sending you all so much love and light. And I'll catch you on the next video. God bless y'all. Bye.